Yo guys, welcome to another video. Today I will show you and tell you how you're going to book more meetings for your SMMA in 2025. How you're going to book more meetings for your social media marketing agency. And this is quite an easy guide. It will have one main purpose, as you will understand. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Yeah, let me show you how you're going to book more meetings for your SMMA in 2025. So yes. So how to book more meetings for your SMMA? Well, the answer is way easier than you believe. You need to do more volume of cold calls ASAP, as soon as possible. And whatever cold calls, emails, whatever, right? You can diversify that as well. But you need to be doing more cold calls, because that's the most effective way in most niches. So do more cold calls and also do more of the other outreach. If you're doing DMs, emails, cold calls, the volume needs to be much more than you're currently doing. If you're not booking at minimum 5 minutes a day, you gotta run that volume up. You need to just dial in, just be locked in and do as many cold calls as you can, because that determines if you are going to, be able to book these meetings a day. So the work ethic you're doing right now needs to increase way more than you believe. So yeah, run the volume up on cold calls, emails, DMs, whatever, right? You just need to run the volume up and just lock in and be dialed in, bro. That's it. And you always need to remember that volume negates luck. If you do enough volume, you won't get lucky, because the volume will determine if you're going to land clients or not. So just do the volume as much as you can, honestly. That's it. So yeah, let's get straight into it a little bit more. So you need to make as much of your ICP aware of your service. It's not harder than this. Ideal customer persona, ideal customer profile. You need to make it your ICP more aware of your service. The more people that know about your service, the more people are going to buy from it. Quite simple, right? So let's say you're running ads, for example. Most of you are probably not doing this. I'm not doing this as well. But then, you get more people to know about your service. And that's why you need to be doing that with cold outreach as well. You just need to be dialed in and get to the owners of the business and just call, bro. That's it. You need to be locked in on your outreach and on your cold outreach, and get to as many business owners in your niche as possible and get them to know about your service. That's it. So yeah, you need to run the volume up ASAP. And let's do the math. Aim for 200 cold calls a day, bro. And it's not that hard, just do some focus work and you'll be able to do that, and your life will change, honestly. Let's do the math. Let's say you do 200 cold calls a day for a week. That's 1,000 cold calls a week. Now I'm guessing you do the cold calls from Monday to Friday. So I know there's 7 days in a week, but yeah. Let's say you book 5 meetings out of 200 on average. Just 25 booked meetings a week, bro. That's not even too hard as well. You can easily book 5 meetings on 100 cold calls, but let's say this is the average. Let's say you're the beginner, you just need to run the volume up ASAP, bro. See this math, you don't think you will close any of those 25 booked meetings? If you can't do that, then honestly, something needs to change, because this is the math. That's it, So yeah. And by running the volume up, that's how my calendar went from this, literally having 1 meeting booked in a whole day, to this, 3 meetings before school and then 2 meetings after, 5 meetings a day, bro. That's how it was. So that's how I managed to, take my calendar from completely silent to, fully booked up, pretty much every day. So yeah, and the only thing that changed was the volume of outreach I was putting in. So, you need to understand that, exactly as I said before, volume negates luck, as Alex Hormozy said. And yeah, and this is how you're going to scale up. So, yeah, exactly. The volume of cold calls determines the volume of, it doesn't necessarily have to be cold calls, but I'm just using cold calls as an example because it's the most effective way. But it can be emails, whatever, right? It can be DMs, but cold calls is definitely the best. So just run the volume up. That's it. So the reason is because I was and I am dialed in on making as much outreach as possible every single day. In order to get your calendar fully booked, you need to become obsessed. You need to become obsessed with outreach. I know it's not even fun, I know that. But you need to, in order to scale that up and get to your desired state, you need to be doing the work that is necessary to get there. And that's, your outreach. You need to prioritize your outreach as much as possible. Just run the volume up, bro. That's it. So yeah, there is no cheat code. There is no perfect script. The only thing that matters is volume. That's it. I promise you guys. In the beginning, I thought the script was the problem. My script in the beginning was not good as well. Obviously the script matters a bit, but what matters the most is the volume. As I wrote, that's it. The more volume you do, the more meetings you will book, and the more meetings you book, the more deals you will close, and the more deals you close, the more money you will make. That's it. There is no cheat code, bro. So yeah, this video wasn't too long, I think, but this video gives you a perspective on how many dials you need to do a day, how much that your outreach needs to increase, bro. So yeah, aim for minimum 5 meetings booked a day, bro. And that's it. Show up every day. I'm telling you, show up every day and do the outreach. That's it. So yeah, hope this video could help you guys, and make sure to drop me subscribe on the YouTube channel, and check out my social media on TikTok and Instagram as well. But yeah, I appreciate you all, and yeah, let's get it.